Today I'll be buying every new Brainrot in the newest update because let's be honest, who wants to spend their time trying to get these two Brainrots just to get the newest Brainrot? So let's go ahead and get our first Brainrot. So according to Sammy, the first newest Brainrot is the Puffa Ball Brainrot, and apparently it's a legendary. So let's see how much this Brainrot is gonna cost us. All right, so when I go to search it up, literally nothing is found. So we're actually gonna have to come to that one later because no one has that yet apparently, or just because nobody wants it. Okay, so next up we have the Grancello Spiritel, and that is a Brainrot god. Okay, so let's get rid of this and let's search it up. Okay, we have 5 items found. We have one right here that does 1 million a second for $1.50. Another one right here that's just $1 and it has the gold mutation. However, it only does 325,000 a second. Another one right here that's for $5 that does the same thing. Obviously, we don't want that one. Here's one for 2.6 million a second for 15. I don't think that is worth it at all. And then there's one more. Let's check this one out. Bro, this guy is selling this diamond one that does 390k a second for $20. That is terrible. We're just gonna get this one right here that does 1 million a second and has a candy mutation. This thing looks awesome and it's only $1.50. Let's go ahead and get that one right now. Okay, he's making me add him, and apparently this is the guy right here. All right, friend request sent. So now I just gotta wait for him to add me back. All right, he just told me to join us, so let me go ahead and click on his name and click join. All right, now we are joining for our very first Brainrot. Wait, is this it right here? Here is this. A Los Taco Block Blood Rot right there. 300 million. Holy cow, that thing's freaking stacked, bro. Here we go, but we got our first Brainrot. Oh my gosh. Boom, and just like that, we only have 6 more left to get. Okay, so next up is a secret Brainrot, and it's called the Ficino Clownino. All right, so if I search up Ficino Clownino, they just don't pop up. So now we're gonna try to buy the Puffa Ball once again and see if it is finally in stock to buy. It looks like 5 items are found this time. So there's one here for $1 that does 1.5k a second. Another Puffa Ball that does 1.8 thousand a second for $4. That is a terrible deal. Another one for $1, a one for $5, and one for $3.90. Clearly, I'm gonna go for the one that's just $1. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It actually is a pretty cool looking Brainrot. Only does 1.5k a second, and it's just $1. So let's go ahead and get this Brainrot right now. This person said, hi, love the videos. Can I have your username? They must already know who I am, but I'm gonna give them my username anyway. All right, they sent me the link. Let's go ahead and join it right now. All right, guys, we just loaded into the server. Where are they at? Oh, here they are. All right, they have the aquatic base. They said hi. Don't say hi. Come here. Why can't I hit that? All right, really? Now I'm a freaking teddy bear? That's crazy. All right, here is our Brainrot, the Puffa Ball. And this is our second Brainrot of the newest update. Let's go ahead and steal it right now. All right, here we go for Brainrot number 2. There it is. 1.5k a second. This one does 1 million a second. All right, but we still have 5 more Brainrots to buy. So let's keep on buying these Brainrots. All right, so we're gonna move on to the Quadramat and Pakramat. It looks like there is quite a bit of these actually. 151 items found. Holy cow. There's one here for $10, another one for $10. This one for $10 does 1.4 million a second, but then this one right here for $5 does 10.5 million a second. So I'm gonna save that one just in case. A $20 one that does 12 million a second. However, there is one that goes all the way down to just 199. Oh, look, there's a rainbow one. That looks pretty sick. This is what the rainbow one looks like, and it's only $9. But I think I'm gonna go with this 10.5 million a second candy mutation one because it is only $4.99. And honestly, I just love the candy mutation. It makes the Brainrots look so cool. This guy said, I can't find you. Then he sent me a picture of all the people who have my name, and I'm literally the first person on the list. My user is XO_LC. All right, let's see if we can find his name. Here he is right here. Bro, what is that? Is that a rat? Oh my gosh, bro. What in the world? All right, I'm gonna press join and let's see if it worked. All right, looks like we are in his server and he has the Halloween base. Yo, this guy's loaded with the new Brainrots. What the heck? Oh my gosh, he's loaded. But here is our new Brainrot, the Quadramat Pakramat candy mutation, 10.5 million a second. Let's go. All right, we got it. And now we're taking it back to my base for our third newest Brainrot in the update. There it goes. Bro, that thing is actually fire. We got 2 candy Brainrots from the newest update. All right, now that we have 3, we only need 4 more, but now they should be getting harder and harder to find, and probably more expensive too. All right, so up next, we have the Los Plantinos, and this is a secret as well. Let's go ahead and search it, and let's see what we can find. And there is only one item found. These must be super rare. So it does 115.6 million a second for $29.99. It has a gold mutation on it with the fire trait. As you see, Los Plantinos, secret Brainrot, 115.6 million a second. Average delivery time 4 minutes, and this guy has 99.2% good reviews. So let's go ahead and get this right now. If you guys want to get insane Brainrots like the ones behind me, check out BuyBlock. The prices on this website are the cheapest around, and there's no human interaction. It is fully automated with 24/7 delivery, and it's super easy to claim your orders. Go ahead and click buy now, and then on the top right, go ahead and click the cart icon, and then for your discount code, go ahead and put ILOD and make sure to press apply. Then just simply press checkout, and there you go. Now you can buy some of the most OP Brainrot. All right, guys, we're loading in for our next Brainrot, and we just joined the server, and this Brainrot was $30. So far, this is our most expensive Brainrot, and here he is. This guy is absolutely loaded. Look at this guy's base, bro. He has some La Grande, some Chillin' Chilies. I see a Spooky and Pumpkin up there, 80 million a second. Yo, this guy is absolutely loaded, bro. All right, he's making me Adam. That's a bit suspicious, but all right. Probably should have locked my base. But here it is right here, Los Plantinos. Let's take this over to my base for Brainrot number 4. And oh my gosh, now that's what I'm talking about. 115 million a second. Bro, that's literally a Lavaca and the Bison Brainrot combined. That's what that is. All right, but now that we got number 4, we still have 3 more to get. So let's get number 5, and then we can fill up this entire section over here. And for the next Brainrot, he actually didn't say the name of the Brainrot, but this is the name right here, Lava Dorito Spinito. And the first one that I see is $199. And it does 191.2 million a second. That is literally insane. There's one here that does 500 milliseconds, 675 million a second for $170. 220, that is the most expensive one on here. But then there is a cheaper one. I mean, it's not really that cheap, it's still $69. And this is what it looks like. It's literally a washing machine, I think. It must be super rare because it's super expensive. But I guess I have to get this one because this one is the cheapest one. Average delivery time 4 minutes. So let's see if we get it, and let's see if it's not a scam. All right, guys, he just sent me the link. All right, and we are now joining for our $70 Brainrot. We're in a game with Milo. I'm pretty sure I've seen this guy before. And this guy has the Yang Yang base. I definitely have seen this guy before. 2,000 steals. Holy cow. Here it is right here. Oh my gosh. We just got a super rare Brainrot. Let's go. What is this thing, bro? There we go. Number 5 completed. And up next is going to be the super rare W or L Brainrot. So let's see if we can find it. Okay, so W or L, and there's only 300,000 of these that will ever exist. All right, searching it up right now. How is this less expensive than the other Brainrot I just got? $28? Heck, there's even one for just 20 bucks right here. And this one does 30 million a second. Not gonna lie, guys, I think we're just gonna go with this one right here. Let's go ahead and get it right now. This offer is no longer available. No way. All right, so I did find another one for 20 bucks. This one is almost the same thing. Go with W or L. Average delivery time 1 minute. That is literally insane. Let's go ahead and get this right now. All right, guys, we're joining for the W or L Brainrot. This guy has like the most mid base ever. Like, what is in his base? Then he has like just this. But here it is, the W or L gold. Dude, this thing is insane. Here we go. Number 6 completed. W or L. That thing is pretty cool looking, I'm not gonna lie. But if we go over here to the W or L limited quality, let's see how much is left. Yo, there's still 200,000 to get still. That's actually crazy. It must be hard to create. But we still have one more to get. Let's see if we can now finally get it. And after many minutes, I finally found one. Fishinino Clownino Gold, 19.3 million a second. And there's literally only one, and it's 30 bucks, and it's probably gonna go fast. So I need to get this right now. He has good reviews, 100%. Average delivery time 5 minutes. This is what it looks like. We got to get this right now. All right, he said, okay, ready, accept the request and join my server. Fusion shop. All right, let's see if we find him. Oh, here he is right here. Okay, I definitely have seen this guy before. Here he is right here, and he told me to join, so let's go ahead and join right now. All right, you're in the server, and here is our Fishnino Clownino. This is like one of the rarest Brainrots right now for some reason. I don't know if it's because people don't want this Brainrot or why. I don't know why it's so rare. Here it is right here. It's literally literally a fish on a unicycle. But that completes all of the brain rots for this update. We got all 7 of the newest brain rots, including the limited edition brain rot, which there's only 300k of this brain rot right here. And if you want a chance to win one of these brain rots, make sure to subscribe right now and click on this video that's on the screen.